Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles Now by Chat Sports. Chase Sr. here with you. Happy Friday to everybody, and I hope all of you are getting set to have a phenomenal weekend. We have a great show on tap. Here's everything that's coming up. The Birds getting some more great news. Eagles jerseys revealed for Week 1 against the Green Bay Packers in Brazil. And is Jalen Hurts, in a way, happy that Jason Kelce has retired? Stay tuned for all of that. Can't wait to get into it. But first, I want to say thank you to all of the real ones because as you can see here to my right, we did it. My goal was 80,000 subscribers before Week 1. Eagles, Packers in Brazil. We're past that number, and now we are shooting for 100,000 subscribers so that we can get that silver plaque from YouTube. And when we do, it's going to be a party here on the program. So if you're looking for Eagles shows every single day that are insightful, entertaining, informative, thought-provoking, that involve you, hit that subscribe button right now. And as always, you know the motto, go Birds. Eagles jerseys revealed for Week 1 against the Green Bay Packers. And Philadelphia in this game is listed as the home team. All throughout the preseason, the Eagles always wear their white road jerseys. And then once the regular season starts, that's when they start to debut the classic midnight green jerseys when they're playing at Lincoln Financial Field, and then a couple of rare instances when they're on the road, especially against the Dallas Cowboys, because the Cowboys have their home whites. In this game, even though the Eagles are listed as the home team, they are going to be wearing their road whites, but there's a different iteration and a different wrinkle. As you can see, the white jerseys here, but Philadelphia will be wearing black helmets and black pants. I think the look is pretty fresh. As for the Green Bay Packers, they'll be wearing those trademark home green jerseys, and in this case, they're wearing those home green jerseys on the road. For all of that chatter that the Eagles and Packers couldn't wear green uniforms because of gang ties, we can throw that rumor in the trash can. What do you think, though? Do you like the fact that the Eagles are wearing those white jerseys, black helmets, black pants, Week 1 to debut the 2024 campaign? And because Philadelphia is playing in Brazil, a soccer-heavy country, do you like the Eagles' kits? I did that for producer Coop. L for like or D for dislike. As for the great news for the Eagles, we have some great new graphics here on the show as well. Just some motion to keep your eyes peeled, and you can always look at your boy as well. Philadelphia was voted as one of the most well-run organizations in the entire National Football League, and this is by NFL agents. So Philadelphia continues to be a destination for some of the premier players across the NFL, and when this is coming from agents, this is really significant, and I'll expand on that coming up here just around the corner. The Athletic spoke with 31 agents across the NFL for their 6th annual NFL agent survey. And as we know, NFL agents outside of the Scott Borases of the world and the Drew Rosenhauses of the world who like to be present in front of the camera, hashtag branding, other agents, and a lot of them exist in the shadows. But now their voices are heard with this survey, and the Eagles as an organization highly applauded. So there were 31 votes from those 31 agents combined, and the Eagles tied with the San Francisco 49ers, 5 votes apiece for being the best run franchise per agent in the National Football League. That's ahead of the Kansas City Chiefs, Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, Miami Dolphins, Houston Texans, Los Angeles Rams, Detroit Lions, Atlanta Falcons, Indianapolis Colts, and the Buffalo Bills. And this really is a credit to the modern-day Eagles, but also a credit to Jeffrey Lurie for how he's been able to build up this organization since he bought the team back in the 1990s. So this is a credit to their 2 pillars right now, and really the 2 faces of this team. Howie Roseman, as we showed you, and then the owner here in Jeffrey Lurie. Why I also think this is important, the Eagles are just widely respected. And when you're respected as a business, as a company, as a talk show host, as a producer, as an NFL organization, people talk highly of you, and you continue to be sought after and valued. Now, here's what one NFL agent had to say on Philadelphia here. And he said, Philadelphia definitively as the best run organization. Every year, free agents want to go there. They reward players, and general manager Howie Roseman nails it in the draft. I actually somewhat disagree because Howie has had some misses, but he's a genius on the salary cap. NFL agent number 2. This is easy. Eagles. What an organized group with football and front office business. Every year, they are on top of their game. And I think this goes well beyond just the game of football. How the Eagles treat player families, how the Eagles treat their fans, the events they hold. How about the Autism Challenge, which raises millions of dollars? Great stadium, great commodities. All those things factor into this. And the Eagles are an extremely well-run business. And there is hardly ever dysfunction around Philadelphia, unlike the team inside the NFC East. And I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys, where there always seems to be something going wrong with Dallas, somebody getting in trouble, Jerry Jones being off his rocker, the head coach not being able to manage the game on the field, off the field. There's always something happening with the Dallas Cowboys in a negative light. And since the turn of the century, that is since 2000, for you young bulls out there, Philadelphia has made it to 7 NFC Championship game appearances, and they have been to 3 Super Bowls, winning 1, Super Bowl 52 back in 2017. That is sustained success right there. When you look at the most regular season wins since 2000, the Eagles are 6th behind the New England Patriots, obvious answer, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, Pittsburgh Steelers, Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season, Bill Cowher before that, Green Bay, Baltimore, and Indianapolis, surprisingly. But you have to think about the Peyton Manning era when they were winning double-digit games seemingly every single year to start the century. Most playoff wins since 2000. Philadelphia is 4th behind New England, Baltimore, and Kansas City. Pretty impressive. And also, Howie Roseman is a genius with the salary cap. And what I love about how Jeffrey Lurie owns this football team, he gives Howie autonomy to run football ops. He gives him the keys to the car. He says, you want to spend money? Spend money. You want to be aggressive? Be aggressive. You want to make trades? Make trades. You want to make big splashes? Do that. Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, always on the same wavelength of trying to win football games. You wouldn't want it any other way because there are other teams across the NFL who are not worried about winning, who are cheap, who will try to cut corners, who worry more about the brand, hello Jerry Jones, than actually winning Super Bowls. And additionally, this is great news because these are big reasons why the Eagles have had sustained success. And if you continue to be a revered organization, free agents are still going to want to go to the Philadelphia Eagles. And I don't think this is going to change anytime soon. Jeffrey Lurie is 72 years old. He's not Jerry Jones old, and he's still more mentally there, unlike Jerry Jones, who reminds me of somebody in a position of power that we know very well. And Jeffrey Lurie is also training his son, who's underneath him, who at some point, I think, is going to step in for Jeffrey Lurie. Now, that's not an automatic Lurie to his son. They're going to have success, but Lurie's son is waiting in the wings, and he's seeing how his dad values coaches, players, community, office structure, organizational structure, how you treat everybody who's involved with your football ops and your organization, and most importantly, us as the fans. And since Jeffrey Lurie bought the team, what a turnaround we have seen from the Eagles. They were a dysfunctional organization for a really long time. Jeffrey Lurie buys this team, and they've had really nothing but success. Obviously, it took a couple of years to get the wheels in motion, but he hires Ray Rhodes. They won some games, fired Ray Rhodes. Andy Reid won right away. Chip Kelly won right away. Doug Peterson won right away. Nick Sirianni won right away. And then in turn, lastly, Philadelphia is a legendary brand. Great players who have played for this organization. A phenomenal history. You can't write the history of the NFL without including the Eagles. Great fan base that spans worldwide. I know that, especially looking at the analytics on this show, and just an iconic history. So if that got you pumped up, and if you love the Birds, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. Does Jalen Hurts, or is he happy that Jason Kelce is retired? We're going to get to that coming up next here on the back half of the show. First, if you love this show, you love the Eagles, you're subscribed, you always are involved in the comment section, that means that you're a real one and you're a real John. Get your shirts today, chatsports.com/realjohn, available in Kelly green and black. Going to put that link down below in the show notes and attached to the pinned comment of today's Eagles Now. So, a little bit of a dramatic headline here. Is Herz happy that Kelce is gone? Of course he's not happy that the best center in the history of this organization is gone. But is it giving Jalen Hurts more leeway, more opportunities to learn, and an opportunity to get better? Let's explore it. And in that way, is Herz happy about this post-Jason Kelce era? Tim McManus, ESPN, with the fascinating story. And here's what he had to say about Hertz and Kelce. Jalen Hurts says he was told not to worry about a lot of things with respect to pass protections and past seasons because of the presence of center Jason Kelce, and that his eagerness to learn was halted as a result. But the Eagles quarterback said things are changing now, that he has more control at the line of scrimmage. Look, when you're a quarterback, you're confident in your abilities. At least you should be. You have to be to thrive and flourish in this league. You also want to have autonomy at the line of scrimmage. You want to be able to call some things out and audible them. If your center is doing it at all times, of course, it's going to help you out, but it takes away from maybe you being in that groove of being a quarterback in this league. So you can see where Jalen Hurts is coming from. And then here's what Jalen Hurts had to say about Jason Kelce. This is his perspective here. I think in the end, when you look at this upcoming season and what you have seen in years past, it's just different autonomy in different places. We had a great player in Jason Kelce who took on a lot of responsibility. And as a result of that, I was told not to worry about a lot of things. And so my eagerness to learn over the years kind of was halted because of who we had. But now times are different, and I'm excited for that journey and this opportunity. Again, it's not Hertz taking a shot. He's just excited to have the keys to the whip, put that puppy in drive, and let's roll. And now Jalen Hurts can kind of be more comfortable as a quarterback. More from Hertz here on the post-Kelce era. It's been a role that I've been waiting on. I know we've had a well-respected Hall of Fame guy who's been doing that, and now we have the opportunity to do that. It's something I've been wanting, and I think that's how it's supposed to be. So you could certainly tell that Jalen Hurts is excited about this, and maybe Kelce at moments held him back from maturing in some of the nuanced and complex quarterback areas. Food for thought. Be sure to give me a follow on X and Instagram at Chase_Senior. Put out a lot of short form content in addition to the long form content right here on Eagles Now. And we'll catch you soon here on the show. Have a great weekend.